Monday motivation. Have you ever used the phrase just to explain your role or job or position? Well, we're more than just that. Pete Blank is here to talk more about that. Why you should stop doing that for Motivation Monday. Good to see you this morning.
How are you, buddy?
Doing well.
I was talking at a conference last week,
okay.
And it was for people who in the full-time work. There's a bunch of work people there.
Okay.
There was a student that happened to come. He wanted to listen, so I went up to him and I said, "Well, what do you do?" And he goes, "Well, I'm just a student."
Yeah.
And I thought, and I think I may have yelled at him. I said, "Don't ever say, don't ever say I'm just a student." And we think about that. We say that kind of stuff all the time.
Oh, unfortunately, I do.
We say, "Oh, I'm just a custodian. I'm just a teacher's aide. I'm just a student. I'm just a volunteer." How do you use it?
I usually say I'm merely Mike.
I'm merely Mike. I'm just. So we need to stop doing that.
Okay.
Because there's three good reasons I've got why we should stop doing
at
it.
me.
First one is it diminishes the importance of the work that you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, every single job is important. Every single role is important. Every single thing that's being done in the world is important. So if you say, well, no, I'm just an assistant, or I'm just this, or I'm just that, people are going to go, well, you're not. You are adding value to this job, this location, this volunteer group. So
it may be a small circle, but you're having an impact.
You're having an impact on somebody. So that's number one. Number two is it implies that you're replaceable.
Yeah.
And that's kind of concerning to me, because I think that every job adds value, every volunteer board position adds value, everything adds value, and you don't want to give the impression to somebody else that, well, I'm just this, because then they may say, well, if you're just that, why are you even here?
Sure.
Let's get somebody else in here who feels like they can add more value.
Well, we all like to think we're irreplaceable.
Right, exactly, yeah, exactly.
So, but in the words of Stuart Smalley, you don't want to be self-defeating. You got to be positive, right?
I think we hit Stuart Smalley on every other month, but yeah,
Old SNL
it's a self-defeating term, because even if my job is adding value, if I keep telling people I'm just this, or I'm just that, or I'm just a reporter, or I'm just a speaker, or I'm just a mechanic, or I'm just this, you're going to start thinking, well, why am I here? What am I doing it for? So it's a true self-defeating term.
All right.
So do not use just. And another sidebar here, still is also one as well. Well, if someone ever says, are you still working there? Or, oh, I'm still doing that. That's also, no, that's good. It's good that you've been there. So there can be these phrases that we use that can really bring us down. Get just out of there.
That means you're still having an impact.
I'm still adding value.
Also a good hit by Lionel Richie. All right, thank you very much. No, still.
Still.
Pete Blank, Motivation Monday. We're headed to the kitchen.